Is reality something that exists independently of us, or is it shaped, perhaps even created by our minds? This question lies at the heart of one of philosophy's oldest and most debated dichotomies, idealism versus realism. Realism, in its simplest form, is the belief that the external world exists independently of our perceptions. Trees, mountains, planets, and particles, they're all out there, whether or not anyone is looking at them. A realist believes that truth is objective and that reality is made of matter governed by physical laws, not thoughts or ideas. In this view, the role of the mind is to perceive, not to create. Idealism, on the other hand, turns that view inside out. It argues that reality is fundamentally mental, not material. According to idealists, what we call the external world is actually a product of consciousness. Everything we experience, colors, sounds, objects, even space and time are mental phenomena. In this view, to be is to be perceived. One of the earliest idealists was Plato. He proposed a world of perfect, eternal forms or ideas like justice, beauty, or a circle that existed beyond the material world. What we see around us is only a shadow of these perfect forms. Later, George Berkeley took this further. He argued that material objects do not exist independently at all. His famous phrase, esse est percipi, to be is to be perceived, captures this belief. According to Berkeley, things exist only because they are perceived by a mind, and that mind, he believed, was ultimately God. Realists push back hard against this. They argue that idealism leads to solipsism, the idea that only your own mind exists. If reality depends on perception, how can we explain shared experiences? Why does the world continue to behave in consistent ways, even when no one is watching? But idealists reply that we never actually experience an unperceived world. Everything we know comes through the mind. Even scientific data, measurements, and experiments are processed by consciousness. We don't have direct access to a mind-independent world, only to our perceptions of it. Immanuel Kant tried to bridge the two. He argued that while there's a noumenal world that exists independently, we can only ever experience the phenomenal world reality as it appears to us through our senses and mental categories. In other words, reality might exist independently, but our access to it is always shaped by the mind. In modern times, quantum physics has added strange fuel to this debate. Some interpretations suggest that particles don't have definite states until they're observed. While this doesn't prove idealism, it has reopened questions about the role of the observer in shaping reality.